Erza Balserion. What if Eileen never abandoned Erza in Rosemary as a child? Had this happened, Erza would not be called Scarlet, but Balserion, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. Erza would without a doubt have joined Eileen on Seraph's side, so she'd have the position of one of the 12 shields most likely, but whether she'd replace an already existing one or just make it 13 shields is of course a question in itself. I personally think that they just make it 13 since Seraph wants more manpower for both the war with Fiore but also to fight Acnologia. So this of course means that Erza would probably be a lot stronger than she already is, and my theory on why is this. In actuality, Erza hasn't been going ham on training. I mean, she trains, but of course it's not exactly like some others we know, like, Natsu. Now, I don't know for sure since this hasn't been confirmed either, but something tells me that the Spriggan 12 are actually training pretty intensely so that they can be in shape for the fight with Acnologia. I mean, the Alvarez Empire was originally created entirely to fight Acnologia, so it makes sense for Seraph to make sure his biggest players are truly as ready as they can possibly be for such a fight. So if Erza trained even harder than she has in the series right now, her power would be pretty crazy. It's also possible that she'd be using different magic than she is now. Since Eileen is a dragon on the inside and human on the outside, it is possible that Erza either already has Dragon Slayer power, or at the very least Eileen should still be able to attach Dragon Slayer magic onto Erza, like Balserion did to Eileen. So Erza might have turned out to be a Dragon Slayer if she was actually raised by her own mother, instead of ending up in Rosemary and then being taken to work on the R system. But what would her element be? I mean, both Eileen and Erza seem to have a thing for weaponry. Eileen enchanted weapons into actual people through her magic, and Erza in actuality utilizes a whole arsenal of weapons and armor sets. So could Erza have taken a similar approach even if she was a Dragon Slayer? Like an armor type dragon, not like an actual armor that humans wear of course, but more like a tank, if you get what I mean. A very resilient Dragon Slayer. Instead of focusing on attacking like Natsu and the current Dragon Slayer, she'd be more a defensive type. Her personality would probably be completely different too, because she'll of course be raised in Alvarez, so she will have a very similar view on things as the rest of the 12 do. I think she'd be very similar to Erza Nightwalker actually, in various ways. Like she considers herself a pawn, like she's not important. Eileen is a former queen and will most likely make sure that Erza stands below her in status. Something also tells me that Erza wouldn't just be one of the 12, but probably among the strongest of the 12. I mean, she's Eileen's daughter and Eileen's basically the ace of the Spriggan 12. August might be the only exception. I mean, he's said to be stronger than Eileen, but we haven't seen anything concrete from him. Most of his attacks have been off screen after all, while we have seen our fair share of Eileen and what she's capable of doing. Anyway, that's it for this video, and I'm not going to upload over Christmas, so don't expect any uploads until probably Tuesday. With that said, let me know what you think about this what if video, and how do you think Erza would have turned out if she ended up being raised by Eileen herself. Let me know down in the comments below, and if you did, please like this video and subscribe if you're new. Bye.